I should probably be starting this video with that, welcome back. Only to realise I've basically been ripping off Undoomed the whole time. I need to figure out some kind of intro that isn't the actual intro video, but me greeting you in a way that would be interesting. Anyway, today we are going to be covering another video on the BBC Three playlist that bothers me greatly. This time, things not to say to British Muslims. The entitlement bothers me. But also, the TV license aspect bothers me, and that's something I would like to briefly touch on. In the comments below pinned is a comment asking you if you'd like me to make a video on the British TV license. I've been asked this by a few people, and I think it'd be a very interesting discussion, or subject, or discussion. If the yeses have it, then of course I will make a detailed video on the TV license, the history, and my personal views, although that could easily be summed up with, why the fuck am I paying for this? Now that we have gotten that out of the way, I feel it's right to now jump into this video because it's 5 minutes long and I want to cover as much of it as I can. Take it away, BBC Three.
Are you going to have an arranged marriage? Do you wear your hijab in the shower?
Did you know where Osama was?
Never before in my life have I ever felt like the BBC have spent my taxpayers' money wisely.
Yeah, we got that one as well.
Aside from my disdain that my TV license, along with millions of other TV license payers' money, is going on videos like this for the BBC, I do find it strange that you generalise with that title. We have been told repeatedly, in fact I've seen it on shows like Newsnight, where Muslims have said no Muslim represents all of Islam. It's the kind of rhetoric we hear with quite a number of ideologies that generally don't have much of a leg to stand on. But I am interested to see what people don't like hearing in this video, because I don't think they're going to represent the demographics, not just them being Muslim.
Do you want to join ISIS?
Is now too late to get a refund on my TV license? I honestly recommend finding the person who wrote these questions, including this first one, and firing them. I can understand that some people think that all Muslims haven't integrated with society, but it has been shown repeatedly over certain generations that they do eventually integrate within the society they are a part of. So based on this image already and other people who are about to answer that question, they have integrated and retained their faith. I don't see a problem with that, and I don't care about them. The only concern I have with Muslims in my country are those that haven't integrated, or those that preach very hateful ideas. Yes, okay, where they get the ideas from is the real problem, and that would include those that have integrated because their faith is a problem. But then this brings up the earlier mentioned problem of no one Muslim represents all of Islam rhetoric.
I said, actually, no, I'm Muslim. And the first, he didn't even think about it. He said, oh, so you must support ISIS.
Oddly enough, that is something I've heard before, and I thought it was insensitive, so I did a little reading. And I found out of the 11 representative states that are considered the Muslim world, 14% hold a favourable view towards ISIS, with 62% not being sure. Granted, ISIS are low in number, but they have support, and considering the population of those 11 states, that is a phenomenal amount of people. Now, back to you though, I do agree making an assumption is a terrible thing to do. It's the mother of all fucked up choices, and it's going to take time to bury that kind of ignorance with fact.
Like seriously, what people forget is that ISIS kill a lot of Muslims as well.
Yeah.
They'd kill us.
Yeah, they just want to kill everyone.
Look, they'd kill him.
They'd so kill me.
I was always led to believe that ISIS wanted to make the world into a Muslim world where everyone embraced Islam, so the only people they were interested in killing were the infidels, and those that did not follow the core tenets of Islam word for word. But of course, if I'm wrong, I'm wrong.
It's like when that Norwegian guy, Anders Breivik or whatever, walked and shot all those kids because he's a white supremacist. Like, I don't go around asking white people, can you explain white supremacy to me? It's absurd.
You are absolutely correct, that is absurd. But when you compare the number of white supremacist attacks with that of Muslim terror attacks, you see the numbers are greatly skewed, with Islam taking top spot by a considerable margin. That is not me now dismissing those white supremacist attacks, but instead putting them to one side for something else entirely, maybe a different video in the future, because this is about Muslims in the United Kingdom and not some Norwegian nut with a gun that needs to stay in prison for the remainder of his life. As the question is very vague, I thought I'd be a bit pedantic and point out there are in fact 2 types of bacon Muslims can eat. Both are halal, one is turkey, the other is beef. This question is wrong before they even answer it.
Do you not wish you could eat bacon?
Literally no.
Literally.
Do you get that as well? Do you get that? Oh, bacon! Bacon, mate!
All my non-Muslim friends at one point or another have tried to tempt me into eating bacon.
And then he made a bacon sandwich. He's like, I'm just going to leave it there and you see if you're going to have that.
It does look nice. I don't know, like crispy bacon, nice sizzling.
Again, while not a fan of the BBC for making this video in the first place, I do admit the story of someone putting the sandwich, just leaving it to one side, it's there if you want it. I like that. That made me laugh. It's making me laugh. I love it. I do also agree it to be, although you haven't said it, to be insensitive because we all have dietary requirements, restrictions, whether it be because of faith or health. I can respect both to an extent. But then again, still, you can eat bacon, just not pork.
And they show it on telly, I'm like,
I'm sorry, I may have misheard that. Can you, on the left, please repeat yourself?
And they show it on telly, I'm like,
When ISIS come and the world is burning, you will be killed as a heretic, an infidel, stoned to death for consuming bacon. Did you have tomato sauce or daddy sauce on it? With your bacon, did you put daddy in your mouth?
yeah. Is it?
Really lovely.
You had daddy in your mouth, didn't you? This question, much like the bacon question, is far too general and can easily be broken down before the answers have been given. For example, there are stereotypes, there are assumptions made when they hear about forced marriage because of what they know about arranged marriage. Or they hear about arranged marriage and think it is a forced marriage. Arranged marriages in the United Kingdom kind of died out in the 18th century. That's not to say they don't still happen, but they don't happen as often as they once did. Forced marriage is something else entirely and is criminal. Much like child marriage, of course. Sweden.
Are you going to have to marry your cousin?
No.
So it's like, if I had good-looking cousins, then like, still no.
I think it comes from traditionally, like from South Asian cultures and families.
No, don't look at me. I don't know. I don't know what to ask me for.
I am so glad the first 2 said what they said, so I'm not going to refute any of that. But I will say that arranged marriage has existed everywhere at some point. It has died out, though, as time has gone by and society has progressed. From my perspective, it seems to have only remained in societies that are hundreds of years behind the rest of the world. Those societies being very rich with certain faiths that have become their culture.
Do you think that happens a lot, that people getting culture mixed up with religion? Because they might have only met a certain kind of Muslim, so they assume that it's religion when it's just...
Within that short clip, you mentioned 2 things that I want to touch on. Firstly, the idea of mixing up culture and religion. Unfortunately, a lot of people have noticed that Islam has become more a culture and a religion. Something that is noticed when you ask people how they identify, Muslims in the United Kingdom, and some more extreme Muslims will say they are Muslim first, then they are British. And the second point I want to touch on, while I haven't really spoken much about the first in greater detail, and maybe I should, the second, you basically say the not all Muslim line, and I find that extremely fascinating. They've met a certain type of Muslim, which is like a no true Scotsman, but it's a no true Muslim fallacy, I guess. It also means that the Muslims that feature in this video don't represent all Muslims and aren't really representative of all Muslims being tired of hearing certain lines, quotes, phrases, which to me renders your entire video moot.
All the time. I think they think it's all one race.
I think the only people that consider Islam to be a race are fucktard morons that keep claiming that you are racist towards a Muslim. Upon first reading this question, I actually thought it was somewhat reasonable to ask how you can believe in equality and wear something that in other nations where Islam is prevalent, it is forced upon people. Hell, it is in Europe, where we have Sharia police trying to impose Sharia law. So to me, it's a redundant question in my country because of the freedoms we have, and quite frankly, if you want to wear it, wear it. I just don't care, as long as your freedoms aren't being infringed upon by others forcing you to wear it. Of course, there is a difference, and even if you did wear it and didn't know you were being forced to wear it, do you actually know you're wearing it by choice or because you're being forced to wear it? I'm getting a headache.
I don't even know how to answer that question because that question is just so stupid.
Unfortunately, while I agree that the question is stupid in this country, it is undermined by those other nations, certainly Islamic states, where there are instances that have been recorded and put all over the internet of people walking up to girls not wearing the hijab and forcing them to wear it because it is law, even though it isn't illegal. Forcing a mandated dress code, bullying women in shopping centres into wearing things because they are showing too much skin. I mean, who really wants to see an eyelid these days?
How many times do people ask us this question?
People wear what they want to wear, and people should reveal their body as they want to reveal their body, and that doesn't mean you're any less equal or more equal.
That is the second time in this video you have managed to surprise me. The first time being when you confessed to eating bacon. Let's face it, you're now an infidel. And now being comfortable with anyone wearing what they want. That's very un-Islamic. I'm kidding, I don't care. I think the fact that you've integrated so well within British culture and society is fantastic. So I don't have an issue with it. I just want to bust your chops a little before I finish this video, which I'm now going to because I don't think I can cover enough of this well enough just yet. So if you'd like to see a second part to this, I'm going to leave a poll at the top because I've already indicated a pinned comment below. So if you want to see a second part to this video with me answering the remainder of the stupid BBC vague questions, just click the yes. And thank you all for listening.